Oh my god, it's exactly as we drew it up. It's exactly as we drew it up. Oh, please. Oh my god, it was so good. Wait, it went perfect. Oh, and then they have an armor afterwards. Oh my god. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. Today, I have a fan favorite, my favorite, because it's the Lockjaw deck, Leech Sniper, spelt incorrectly, backed by popular demand. Really great suggestion in my last video for me to include the lines of play in the deck, which I think is a very good suggestion. Generally, I do think for this deck specifically, the lines kind of play themselves, but just general tips I have for the deck is you want to go Lockjaw into Iceman, into Sunspot to get your big power off. Jubilee into Lockjaw is really good. I played the deck before, there's a lot of footage of me playing the deck, but basically, so if you play this version of the deck, or if you play the Jane Foster version with Wasp, and the other 0-drops, you want to save the 0-drops to play in a Lockjaw so you can cheat them into play. That's really my only tip for this deck. Otherwise, it's pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. At least the general strategy you're playing with this deck. In the footage, you're going to see I'm playing Spider-Man instead of Aero here. And there's actually a reason for that. So I think Aero is now better. Or at least I want to test with Aero. But this deck is pretty bad into the Patriot feature location, which is everywhere right now and kind of annoying to play against for this deck. But with all the Shuri decks, Aero is so good against the Shuri decks. Against, Shuri Task Manager, Shuri Red Skull, Armanzola, all that nonsense. Aero is so good. Because kind of the general theory of this deck that I would describe is you're winning your Lockjaw lane. So you've won one of the 3 lanes. And then the other cards, you just have big statted cards to help you kind of win the other lanes. Right? That's kind of just the general idea this deck has, where you win the Lockjaw lane pretty easily with all the big stats, and then you use your other cards, your other just big power creatures, to win the other lanes. And so, in the face of all the Shuri decks, I would probably switch out Leech for Spider-Man if you have it. I think Leech is still a fine choice. If you're able to hit the Armanzola, that's really good. If you're able to hit the Taskmaster, that's really good. But I would play Aero instead of Spider-Man if you have it. Aero kind of just generically being one of the best cards in the game. Also, the best pool 3 card in the game. And really good against the Shuri deck. The Shuri deck seems to have a huge presence in the meta right now. It's really strong. Amazing deck. Shuri, Red Skull, Tuma. Really, really strong. Where to counter that, if you're playing this deck, I would play Aero. And then you just kind of pitch Aero to a lane you're losing. Or when they're playing their setup turn where they're going Wong Shuri something something something. If you just play, if Aero flips off of your Lockjaw and then they're just filled up in a lane, you don't have to worry about them just playing one big card later, where you have other options now to deal with them. This might be kind of a tough matchup if Shuri continues to be really prevalent, but this deck is always a lot of fun. That's just my suggestion for you. So this is the deck list I'm going to put in the YouTube description. The only change that I had from this to the YouTube video was instead of Aero, I was playing Spider-Man. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I just wanted to kind of explain that change, and hope that you guys have some good luck in the games that you play with it. I will see you all tomorrow for another Marvel Snap video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bad card. Just such a bad card. I think Sandman, it's so awkward, though, because if you buff Sandman, he's going to be so overpowered. It's going to be so bad. You really can't buff him. At least you can't buff you can't reduce his mana cost. You could probably... I'm just thinking what I want to do. I think it's Thor into Jubilee. You could probably increase his base stats, but if you, increase his... if you decrease his mana cost, Sandman becomes so good. Problematically good. I think I just Jubilee, honestly, even though it's kind of lame. I think it's just Jubilee. Just because I don't really want to lose... I don't want to use too many resources. They're Mr. Negative. I mean, now they're really down material here. And I can just go Leech here, honestly. And then turn 6, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I have a free 6-drop. I win the raft. And I get to Leech them. I get an Odin, which is great. Oh, they give us another turn. I actually kind of want another turn here. That's fine. So now I can go Lockjaw into... I guess it's not a Lockjaw turn. I can go Spider-Man here. I have Odin for the future. And then I'm going to have 7 mana next turn. I can go Lockjaw, Iceman, Dracula, Odin. Seems pretty good. Sarah, which got Leech, good. Zabu, which got Leech, good. They lost middle. I actually don't have to play anything else middle now. So I can just go Lockjaw, Iceman, which is going to hit Sunspot, which isn't really good enough. So I actually don't want to do that. I think I just go Dracula. We boost Thor's power by getting Mjolnir. Maybe we just ignore left. In case they have like Doctor Doom or something. 3, 1, 0. I'm looping Mjolnir a few times doing this. Right? Iceman, Doom, gets Mjolnir. Turns into Iceman, gets Mjolnir. Which I think this is fine. I think we just want to make sure we win right in case they go crazy, right? Well, this is tough. This is actually really tough. 3, 1. This gets Mjolnir. We're winning here. Okay, I've decided. It's this. It's this. So that way, this turns into Sunspot or Mjolnir. And then if it's Sunspot, we gain 3 energy. And if it's Mjolnir, we gain 6 here. And we're winning here. That seems best. Oh my god, wait, are we losing? Just barely winning off of that. That was way too close for comfort. That was super close. Really good. I'm a big fan of Destroyer decks. We're going to snap. Lockjaw into Jubilee. Hitting Doctor Doom potentially means we can win the Sanctum. Sanctum might just be a free roll for us. Yeah, turn 4X is absolutely crazy. Turn 4X is really, really good. Psylocke, so they're either Mr. Negative or Galaxus, but I think I'm fine with either of those. God, if they are Mr. Negative now, we are very sad. What do we think about just leeching now, honestly? I kind of like just leech. Like, if they're... What if we just leech because they're... they just are totally Mr. Negative, right? And just, like, shut off their bullshit? Yeah, Onslaught into Iron Man is crazy. Onslaught into Iron Man is really good. Iron Man, so they do have Iron Man, which is kind of the card I want to hit the most. Oh my god, and then the Mystique Mojo World, that's really good. We do get to leech their hand, but we're already in on 4 cubes, obviously, now. Spider-Man's probably really good at beating them, honestly, so now we can go Jubilee, this, and then we can Spider-Man here, and then we just really need to hit Doctor Doom. Yeah, 0-cost Iron Man giving 5 power is insane. I was really, really hoping we could leech it, but then they also just have 0 power Mystique. Just, like, actually, like, the freest shit ever. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Spider-Man mid and then just try to hit Doctor Doom, and we have 3 tries at... Okay, Doctor Doom. That's all we needed. Because if we just shut them off middle, like, they can't do anything. Dracula is also really good in this position. I think this is still a win. I think we're actually going to 8-cube them here. This is also just 4 power now. So we can just play this for 4 power. I think we wait, but that's actually like pretty good. Were we just Spider-Man here now? Sarah? So now it doesn't even matter if they Sarah. They can Sarah like a million cards here, but it just actually doesn't matter. The least power is currently Thor, so I think we play Thor just to make the Dracula bigger. We beat the peak Mr. Negative deck. Actually got it. Wow. Jubilee's really good into Death Domain. Fish Tower is interesting. Magneto Fist Tower is pretty good. So with everything in mind, I think I'm lockjawing here because I want to be able to Magneto into Fist Tower to blow everything up, and then go Jubilee here at some point, maybe turn 4, and then like I think I want to get Thor into my deck pretty early. So I could go, for instance, I could go Thor, Sunspot, Jubilee, and then what? I guess I could Jubilee this turn also. I think I want a Thor early. I think I'm going to Thor. And then, I mean, also there's a chance I win this. Hey, Urban, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad. Thank you for checking out my Twitch. I'm happy the YouTube videos have been I'm happy the YouTube videos have helped. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you coming out. Yeah, so let's Jubilee here, and then we move Thor with Magneto, and they probably lose, right? I guess this is bad if they... Yeah, exactly, right? You get to watch the... Well, now you get to see all the punts. Now you get to see all the misplays. The most honest form of gameplay here. So just don't be Mjolnir. Okay, Infinaut is way better than Mjolnir. Okay. So now I get to Magneto here, and I pull their Jubilee and I pull their Thor. Both die, we win right and we win left. Oh my god, it's exactly as we drew it up. It's exactly as we drew it up. Oh, please. Oh my god, it was so good. Wait, it went perfect. Oh, and then they have an armor afterwards. Oh my god, that's so funny. Actually just won all 3 lanes. Even if we don't blow up both of their things there, by the way, we win. Like, even if they go first, even if they go Lockjaw into Wasp, get armor, we still win. Because this is 11-8, and this is 20-2 still. Oh, what a game. What a game. Am I Icemanning? I kind of don't know if I want to yet. I kind of want to almost save for the Lockjaw. I mean, the Sunspot's still growing, so it's fine. But we can definitely, like, flood a lane. Like, that's not that hard for us. Colossus? Is this another Destroyer deck? Is that what this means? So with Jubilee drawn, I think we're now playing to Nihilar. We could also just Iceman here. No, I think it's probably just Iceman middle. And then we can just play Jubilee. Mystique copying Colossus. I've never seen that before. Don't know what that means. I'll be honest. We can Jubilee for Asgard, but I don't know if it's necessary. We can just Jubilee here, then Spider-Man. I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like we're strong. I mean, they're just copying a Colossus. Like, what does that mean? That just feels like Destroyer to me. But it's same deal. Like, we can beat Destroyer, like, pretty easy, I feel like. Like, we already beat Destroyer right with Chavez. Oh, that's actually really brutal. That's pretty good for them. Okay. So now we can Spider-Man here to win here. And then we just need to beat Destroyer. Iron Man?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So I could actually Magneto to pull... Oh, I can't actually pull the Mystique. I mean, so if they play Destroyer here, the best way to beat Destroyer is to play Doctor Doom. Right, add 5 here. I'm adding 10 here to win here. If they play Destroyer here, their Iron Man lives, but it's at 0 power, and then we also win Asgard? Where this just feels like this placed everything. I feel like Doctor Doom is probably just amazing here, right? So currently going to win middle, winning right. Scarlet Witch. To Wakanda. Armor. Then Domino. Okay. They even got me with the Cosmo, but it just didn't matter, right? Like, we just actually outpowered them. Mystiquing the Colossus was really interesting. I've never seen that before. And we pass for now. Let's see. Bar with no name is always interesting. I don't know what Quicksilver means, honestly. +1 energy. I think I'm just Lockjawing currently. So I can go Lockjaw here into Iceman into Jubilee. Turn 5, I can Dracula here. I think this is fine. They wave. Don't know what wave means. So, I mean, if they Galactus middle, they lost. So Doctor Doom is terrible. Keep in mind, Doctor Doom is very, very bad. What do we think about just Dracula here? And then we can, like, Sunspot next turn? Or Jubilee also. We have options. Dracula feels quite good. And so now we go Jubilee into Sunspot. To play Black Widow. So we just get to rotate out the Widow's Bite, which is fine. And so now I just go this. I lose 1 energy, gain 5 here, Dracula. So +5, so I'm winning left, and then I'm probably winning right. Because Widow's Bite just actually rotates. Thor is whatever, not the biggest deal either way. Mjolnir, no. Okay. Thor themselves. Into their own Lockjaw. Let's go, baby! So I think that was very, very reasonable to play out. We also had to win left. We couldn't tie it because then we'd lose in tiebreakers. I think I just passed for now. I think I just grew with Sunspot and then I saved the Iceman for something. I'll win a Wolverine. Please go here. Okay. Get a bunch of random stuff. We're not really an Electro deck. I don't hate the idea, but we're not really an Electro deck. They get rid of Destroyer, which is interesting. Okay. What do we think about Jubilee middle? Jubilee right might be a little bit better. I think Jubilee right's a little bit better. Because if this hits, like, Lockjaw, we don't want it to get, like, melded. Wait, I think this is fine. Play Drax, sure. Chavez is great. Love Chavez. So we have a few options, for sure. We have Doctor Doom in hand. I think we want to maximize our chances of getting a Mjolnir for here. And we also played a middle this way. So we can go Lockjaw, Iceman. Iceman gets something random. And then if it gets Spider-Man, we're happy because we're winning middle. If it gets Leech, we're happy because it neuters their hand. Then we play Doctor Doom here at 5 and 5. And then if we get Mjolnir, we add 11 to the left. We also add one here to be at parity. So they didn't really discard anything that good. They actually don't have any like good cards off of that. Okay, so we're now representing middle well. Representing these two lanes. So we get Spider-Man. So Doctor Doom can be Leech, Iceman, or Mjolnir. So is it better to do something else? They just drew one card. Keep in mind, they just drew one card. If they just drew one card, Hobgoblin's probably better. They have one card to play, they're -8, and then we gain 1. So, like, even an Apocalypse doesn't do it, right? 9. Oh my god, and then we gain 1. And then it's 10 to 14. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think that'd be a fire emote. I'm not gonna lie. I think that'd be like some gasoline right there. You let me know, but I think that's pretty good. These locations are kind of terrible for us. I guess there's a chance where Lockjaw wins this. Like, if we draw Jubilee, it's pretty good. Hood. So they kind of want to die here anyways. Like, they kind of want to lose this spot. So maybe they're making this doable for us. Let's order a little bit differently so we have a chance of redrawing Sunspot, which would be kind of bad, but it would be less bad than something else. I got my glasses. My glasses are foggy. How exciting the gameplay is. Leech is good. Leech is really good. Then make a card in their hand cost more? Very good. Shuri? Blowing up the Shuri, too. Okay. So what do we think of Dracula here? Sunspot here? Only bad if they get Jubilee, but then we're playing to Danger Room, and we know we're playing to Danger Room this turn, and we also have the chance of waiting. We can also play Sunspot here, and then Doctor Doom here last turn. I think I like that a little bit more. So we add a 5-power bot here or something? Okay, the Dracula lives. They get Typhoid Mary and Demon here. So let's Doctor Doom. And this adds 5 and 5, so we're tied here. Dracula could win here. I think we had Dracula middle now. And then, so we can't win right with what we currently have. So let's just play like this, I think. And this is fine. So we add a Doombot here. And then they either move the Mary or we win with Danger Room. Dracula, very real chance of just being bigger than Typhoid Mary, too. Hopefully they just didn't draw Taskmaster again, too. If they drew Taskmaster again, and when it, like, avoided the Leech, we're kind of sad. But if they just play, like, Red Skull, like, we beat Red Skull, right? So playing to Danger Room, playing to right, and then also playing to middle. Okay, the Lizard, which isn't that scary. Killmonger. which isn't that scary, and then we win these 2 lanes. No matter what. Like, this is guaranteed, right? Oh my god, not Thor. Doesn't even matter if it's Thor, actually. Okay. God, dude, just sniping people with Leech. I want Shuri so bad. Yeah, I want Shuri bad, too. I think the Shuri, like, Red Skull deck is the best deck right now. That's my opinion currently. It is subject to change, obviously. But I think, like, the Shuri Red Skull deck is the best deck right now. Like, Shuri, Red Skull, Taskmaster, Atuma, Zero, like, all those cards I think are a great package right now. I mean, if they're gonna ruin our location, let's just Jubilee. Get it out there. Moon Girl? We just Leech then, right? See what happens? I think we snap on Leech. I normally think snapping on Leech is good, and then we obviously have Spider-Man. And we just hope we're not getting Shuri'd again. I feel like Shuri is just happening every game. Like, literally every game right now. Wave. Bucky. Okay. I think I'm Spider-Manning middle. I think it's Spider-Man middle, gain 2 energy. And we're winning 2 lanes currently. It feels pretty good. Is that where they death? That is where they death. So winning right, gain 2 energy. Can still win left even. So we can add 12 here. And that's just probably enough, right? Killmonger. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my Marvel Snap video. I'm currently making a Marvel Snap video every day, so if you do enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. It does help me out a lot. I also stream live at twitch.tv/homeboymaxwell. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you tomorrow for my next video. Have a great day.